the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time.
Let's talk about She-Hulk since we're talking about Marvel. And just your opinion on it. How do you feel about the first two episodes?
I liked it. I was entertained. The origin was great. Had funny moments, serious moments, things like that. The second episode picked up more slow on the slower side, really establishing the character of She-Hulk and how she get to see how she interacts with people, how her character, her morals and all that stuff comes in. So yeah, just expounding upon the character in the second episode.
Yeah, I like Jennifer Walters.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
The fourth, because number one, I think in the comics she's always been one of those people that does like the fourth wall, whatever, sort of like speaks to the audience. And some characters like even I think Peter Parker and like Deadpool, they do that. And so I definitely like that. It's definitely a fresh air. It's different from like other characters as well. So I think that the comedy aspect I really enjoy. It doesn't feel forced to me. I can't really say specifically why if it's that way, because with Thor Love and Thunder, it felt a lot more forced. It felt like they were like really trying to like say, hey, here's a joke and want you to laugh, when in She-Hulk it feels more like, okay, they're just conversating.
It flows with it, like when she was She-Hulk and then a dude told her to go back into her regular form to talk, and she was drinking, and then when she went back she fell over because the liquor started affecting her. That it was funny, but it makes sense.
Right. It's not because in Thor: Love and Thunder it should be a lot more serious. I felt like it should have been a lot more serious vibes to it, but they made it more comedic element out of it. I think maybe that's why it felt kind of corny and kind of cringe.
And one thing at the end of the second episode, they showed like clips of like She-Hulk doing like errands and stuff, like helping out her parents, like carrying the gallons of water and stuff like that. That make like, especially I like because they put it at the end of the episode, so it didn't really distract people from the main plot line. But it is also added because comedic. I mean, and it makes sense too. If you had a Hulk as a child or a relative, you would be asking them to carry heavy stuff too.
And then sort of the interaction with her family when she went home.
Yeah, exactly. Like that made sense. So.
And another thing, there was like an Easter egg, and it was like she was on the computer, and there was like something on the side on the computer where it had like headlines, and one of them was like a guy with like metal claws was fighting in the bar.
Oh.
Yeah, they got Wolverine in the MCU. Yes, sir. I don't know who's gonna be Wolverine. It's gonna be a minute before. Here's my thing, because I think the X-Men aren't going to be like shown until after like the big event, which is like Secret Wars. So I think one thing's because of contract.
So you think they're going to pivot after Secret Wars to mutants?
Yes. It's going to be mutant heavy. It's going to be a lot, because mutants, it's just so many mutants, right? And you can just do a whole, your whole movie catalog on just mutants. Just the whole entire thing is just mutants. And then you can have Fantastic Four, maybe like Spider-Man. Another thing, it had like a headline of like Eternals, right? The whole celestial being, little statue, whatever, that's in the ocean. It also talked about that, and I thought it was interesting because you didn't hear that a lot in any of the other shows. Right. So finally we get some sort of reference of it, because if that happened today, like in like real time, a lot of people will be talking about it. So just the fact that we finally get some reference of it was a breath of fresh air. And then another thing, the final thing, was Hulk. Now there's rumblings that World War Hulk. Now World War Hulk he is the best version of Hulk. Like he's on Black Force type energy.
He cooked every Avenger.
Pretty much like Black Bolt, the guy that be screaming and stuff. Dude got his ass whooped by World War Hulk. Like dude was
There's another screaming guy in Marvel besides Banshee.
Yeah, it's Black Bolt, the dude from Doctor Strange too. Yeah, him. And World War Hulk put him on a pack, and stuff. So I hope we get a World War Hulk. There's like rumors that may be a series. I hope we get a movie. I don't want a series because I want that top quality. How are they going to tie that
into? Because the whole point of the Hulk like progression was that he was able to maintain and control the Hulk alternate personality and Bruce personality. So how the heck would they make it to where he just completely goes off the rails?
I think in the comics, I believe I heard something had to do with Shakar or whatever, where Hulk he's on the little ship that he was on, whatever, the Shakar or something like that. He goes to that planet, and I think something happens to the planet that traumatizes Bruce, whatever, or Hulk, and he just loses it. And so he goes on a rampage. And I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Is that where he went when he got off the phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
so what might happen is that something's going to happen to the planet where people are going to die or whatever. Maybe the planet is going to be just pretty much destroyed. And he's going to just lose it because that's where he was during, I think, Thor Ragnarok, I believe it was. And so that's how they'll be able to get World War Hulk out, and he's just gonna be out of control.
Berserk Hulk and World Buster Hulk, they the same?
I don't know about Berserk Hulk. I don't know what Berserk Hulk is, but I know that World War Hulk, he's pretty berserk.
Yeah, I remember 'cause I watched a video of him. I think he was fighting Sentry. So that's what I remember.
Yeah. So I hope we get
Sentry's a dog. I don't think they can put him in the MCU. He's just too strong.
Nah, they could put Sentry in there. They could put him in there.
They'd have to fight some super duper threat.
I mean, like, dude, it's Fantastic Four. Like, the kid of Reed Richards, like, dude is hacks. Like, he's unstoppable. So they probably put Reed Richards' kid in there. They'll probably
Reed Richards' kid.
Franklin Richards, like, dude is just, he's stronger than any being that you could think of in the MCU right now. Like, dude would just mollywop Wanda, mollywop Thanos with the Infinity Stones. Like, dude is that strong. Dude is that powerful. And even like was it Jean with the Phoenix Force mop her? Like, he's that strong. So they'll probably like sort of what is it called? His powers, they'll probably try to say that he's not as strong as he is in the comics, whatever. That's probably what they'll do. Because if he's that powerful, just knowing the MCU, they try to make it more realistic in a sense. They'll probably just damper his powers to make it seem like so that the heroes can fight him.
Do you think after the Secret Wars we will see a Galactus appearance?
Hell yeah.
And do you also think that Silver Surfer will be a
Hell yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, like, honestly, during Secret Wars could happen. It could happen during because in the Secret Wars comics, I think it was the first one Galactus showed up. And I think maybe the second one, I don't know if it was the second one, but I know the first one he showed up. So it's possible he could show up in the Secret Wars movie. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if Celestial showed up. Like, it's so many possibilities, bro. It's going to be crazy once it comes out. Like, I don't even know, like, Dr. Doom can show up. It's so many possibilities, bro.
Dr. Doom could show up at the end, and then that's how we get the trend into the mutants and stuff.
But it's just, it's so much stuff, man. Like, it's 2025.
It's so much material.
It's going to be, like, 2025, so it's going to be a long time from now. So we'll have to wait and see. But, dude, I'm telling you, bro, like, Galactus might show up, Beyonder might show up, Silver Surfer, Dr. Doom, obviously Kang, obviously gonna be like some variants of different characters, like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man might show up, freaking Chris Evans might come back. Like, you never know. If you notice in She-Hulk, Bruce Banner, he described Chris Evans, Captain America, in present tense. Because She-Hulk, the way that she described her was in a sense like, oh, he's dead in past tense. But Bruce Banner described him in present tense. So it might imply that even though he's old, he's still alive. I'm just saying. So that's another thing that you got to watch out for. You never know. Like Chris Evans, he didn't deny the possibility of coming back to Captain America. So, hey, you never know. They're going to have some money, though. They're going to have to bring that bread. So, yeah.
You know, MCU got it. Shoot.
Yeah. But I think that's it for the Beyond Sports, I would say. I don't think there's really much else unless you have anything else on your mind.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching Beyond Sports, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a Pendleton nigga.